Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. Last video I showed you how to create the USB drive for the new Microsoft Windows 10 Preview 17115. Now we have our test machine here that I'm going to go ahead and format this drive. We never like to do that on a production machine. This machine is just an extra standby computer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to load it up on this and see what happens. See if it will install okay or not. So what I'm going to do here first, I have my boot menu up. We're going to go to my USB drive that we created. We created USB drive, so we're going to do that. And then hit enter, and hopefully it will allow us to start the install process and be able to start installing this new preview build. So then we can maybe start to have a look at it. What I may do though in the end here is bring up a virtual machine because of all my recording software, the screen capture software and everything is on a different machine. So what I'll probably do is bring up a virtual machine with this also. But this is installing on an actual machine here, which probably was not the best idea, but we're going to load it up, format it, and see what happens with our test machine. So there's our normal install process that we always see. Looks okay. We'll hit next. Install now. Go ahead and do that. The one thing you have to remember with test machines, you never know what kind of drivers you're going to get when you're loading up these preview builds. So you don't know if you'll have any audio, you don't know if you'll have any network drivers and all that. So here it's asking for a product key. For right now I'll say I don't have a product key and see if it'll let me go ahead and continue the install. Maybe as a 180-day demo version. Here it's asking me what I want to install. I do have the Pro version key, so we're going to say we want the Pro version. And we're going to click on next. Remember, you have to have a key to initiate this. Click next. We'll see how the install starts up here. Accept the licensing terms. Yep, we'll do that. And if you don't have a key, like I said, you're going to get a 180-day demo anyway. We're going to do a new install. And it looks like the primary partition number 2, we should be able to do it on there. It's a 200 gig drive. Click next. Now maybe, see here. Says it's the primary drive. Maybe we'll format it and then hit next. The other partition I created there was a Ubuntu position or Ubuntu partition. Windows cannot be installed on drive 02. Well, that's interesting enough. So it won't let it load there. Well, let me load on this one. Free space is none. Well, I think what we'll do then is we're going to start deleting these partitions off of here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll bring all the space up to that first partition. And we'll see how this goes. Alright. Do the same with this one. We're going to delete the partition. So what I'm trying to do is get all my partitions deleted, then regain everything up to that first partition. Then we'll just create a new partition on it and delete that first one. Now we have one. Now we can create a new partition using the whole thing and select OK. Now we'll see if we can get this to load this way, getting rid of that Ubuntu partition, and see where we're at here. Okay. Click next. And there we go. So now we're copying the files. So we're going to let this go, kind of like putting a cake in the oven. And once it's loaded up, I will be back to tell you if it was successful or not. That's going to be the big thing, to see if it's successful or not. And hopefully it will be. I've been wanting to reload this computer anyway, so why not give it a try with this version of Windows. Windows Preview build 17115. Alright, so we'll be back here in a little while after this thing loads up.
Icon towards the bottom of your screen. If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter keys at the same time to turn on narrator. Okay, enough intro. Let's dig in.
Okay, so we're seeing that Windows is booting for the first time. Cortana comes up now for the first time. It gives you
Your
voice
region
prompts.
is set to the United States. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. So we are just giving it voice prompts now.
Your keyboard is set to US. Want to stick with that?
Yes.
Do you also type with another keyboard layout?
No.
Now let's get you connected to a network. That way you can get updates, apps, and cat videos as soon as possible.
Okay,
How
so
about the first one on the list? Want to use that one?
no.
Okay, how about this next one on the list?
No.
0 for 2. I'll quit guessing now. Go ahead and select the one you'd like to use.
Okay, we're going to pause this video until I select the proper wireless. Okay, so we got the wireless set up on it, so it found the wireless drivers. That's a bonus. And what it's doing now is doing some initial setups. So you could either A, shut the Cortana off.
Now let's see what's new from Windows.
Alright, let's see what's new here. Give you a first look. And we'll let Cortana type.
Now, let us know if this computer is owned by your work or school, or if it's yours. We'll set it up accordingly.
Okay, so we're going to set this up for personal use. Hit next.
Type your email address or phone number, then follow the instructions to sign in. I'll catch up with you once that's done.
Okay, now you could either A, use your Microsoft account here, I guess, and set it up through your Microsoft account if you have an Outlook.com account or something to that effect, or maybe even an old Hotmail account. But we are going to go into what's called offline account mode, so I don't have to worry about it being online. Not that you would have to, but we're going to go to this offline account mode. And this will allow you to set up your own username.
You're about to set up an offline account, but I wanted to make sure you know, Windows works way better with a Microsoft account. Do you want to do that instead?
No.
Type what you want to name your account.
Okay, so we're going to pause this video and I'm going to go through the account setup. Here you would just type your name and probably give it a password, so I'll be back with you.
Can I have permission to use the info I need to do my best work?
Yes. Okay, so it did ask me
These are
for...
the settings Microsoft recommends. Go ahead and review them, and select Accept when you're ready.
So it did ask me for a username, a password, and then 3 security questions through the security setup. Now on this stuff, normally when we set these up anytime for work, we shut all this stuff off. Location services, diagnostic data, find my device, I'll shut off. We're going to leave that stuff on the top there. For speech recognition, we'll leave that on. Tailored experience, we'll leave that on. Ink and typing, I don't have to worry about. Auto ID or add ID, shut that off. Click accept. Alright, let's see what goes on next with this.
Almost done now. We just need to get a few more things polished up for you, and Windows will be all yours. Looking forward to helping out.
Okay, then you get your initial startup of Windows. Then my next big test with all this will be to see if the software will actually work on here, that I have different software packages will work on this computer with this new build on it. And looks like I'll see you back here in a few minutes after it finishes booting up, and we'll see where we're at. Here's a great new phrase from Microsoft: leave everything to us. So we are leaving everything to them, and we're thinking that, it's going to work out okay. I'm happy that starting off that I got a network driver, and the audio drivers are obviously working because I was able to talk to Cortana. So I think that's the big part of this package. Well, a big part of what Microsoft is leaning towards is more voice computing. I've been saying that for years. I don't think it's going to work in an office type setting where you have cubicles. Probably with headsets, maybe, if you have the headsets turned down, because you don't want them to listen to another command from another cubicle to the left or to the right of you. So that's something to think about. Now we're almost there, so we're getting there. And there we go. There's our screen. We can see, maybe, let me see if I can get this camera down there. We're going to try to adjust this camera a little bit. Let's see if we can't get you down here to the build. See if it'll focus on that. It's build 17115. You can see it there. Windows 10 Pro. And then the desktop looks like a normal Windows 10 desktop. So, see the start button here. There's your start button. There's all the normal down arrows we see a lot when we re-image computers. And then other than that, the next thing's going to be is, okay, some of those are coming up now. They're starting to load themselves up there. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to start playing around a little bit with it and see maybe if I can get some recording software on here to see if that would work on this older PC. This is an older laptop too, folks. This is not a brand new laptop by any means. It's a pretty old laptop. Probably, I'd have to guess 6 or 7 years old. So it loaded up okay on it. I don't even know what the specs are. Let me see if I can't right click and get in the system here. Maybe we can see what the specs are on this laptop. Give you some idea what I'm working with. Yeah, down here. Try to work my fingers here two ways. It is a Intel Core CPU processor, an i3 processor, 8 gigs of RAM in this machine, and that's about it. It is so, and I loaded up the 64-bit operating system. So there you have it. I have some cleanup to do on this machine now to start playing around with it and seeing how it's going to work out. Start digging around, looking for the changes. But that is how you install from a USB drive, USB bootable drive, and this is the evaluation version right now because I have to put a key in it, of build 17115. It looks like _RS4, and that must be for Redstone 4. So there you have it, and thanks for watching this version of Jack's Tech Corner. Hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully you're going to be trying some preview builds to see if they're going to work on your machine. Thanks, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.